Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be going over all of the 53 confirmed returning Pokemon so far for Pokemon Legends ZA. We're also going to be going over some new data mines and other things that people have found about the upcoming Pokemon game. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. It really does help out. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's go over all of the confirmed returning Pokemon that were seen in yesterday's trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA. So, again, this is all 100% real. This isn't like a rumor or anything like that. These were all found in the trailer. So, we have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet information saying, list of unofficial Pokemon for the new Pokemon Legends ZA. Includes before and after the evolution of the Pokemon confirmed in the Legends ZA PV of Pokemon Presents. The stage is Lumiose City, XY, Kalos region. There is also a Mega Evolution and, you know, yada yada yada. So, we have Ekans and Arbok. We have Pikachu and Raichu. We have Bellsprout, Weepinbell, and Victreebel. We have Onix. We have Staryu and Starmie. There's Pokemon like Staryu and Starmie that, like, when I was going through the trailer yesterday, I didn't see at all. But they're literally underwater. Like, we've actually got, like, people with Hawkeye vision or something seeing these Pokemon. But yeah, Starmie and Staryu were just kind of, well, Staryu I think it was, but obviously it evolves into Starmie, was just seen on like the lake floor and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, there might even be like another hidden Pokemon in the trailer that people will just find eventually, but as of right now, these are all the ones that we definitely know are going to be in the game. We have Magikarp, Gyarados, obviously all the evolutions are going to be back as well. So we have Eevee, Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. You're not going to have a Pokemon game, especially a Kalos game as well, without all the Eevees, because obviously Sylveon was introduced in Kalos. We also have Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite. I like the fact that, you know, this is the first pseudo-legendary Pokemon that we've seen for Pokemon Legends ZA. Like, obviously Goodra is going to be in the game as well. Like, all Generation 6 Pokemon should be in the game. I mean, you'd expect them to be in the game because it's Kalos, but because it's set in a different time period, you know, maybe they're not, but you'd like to think they are. But because obviously Mega Evolutions are returning as well, it would make sense for Dragonite to get one, because literally all of the other pseudo-legendary Pokemon have had some special form or something like that. And Dragonite, the OG, has had nothing. Like Tyranitar got on Mega Evolution, Salamence and Metagross got Mega Evolutions, Garchomp got a Mega Evolution, Gen 5 was Hydreigon. Hydreigon actually has, I mean, it got a Paradox form, so I guess it got something. But obviously Dragonite didn't even get that. Gen 6, Goodra obviously got the Hisuian form. In Gen 7, I mean, he hasn't really had anything, but I guess he did get that special Z move for Kommo-o. But, you know, whether you want to say that's something or not is obviously up to you. And then obviously Gen 8, I mean, Gen 8 and Gen 9 obviously hasn't been out as long, so maybe they're not going to get anything. But at the same time, Dragonite definitely needs something because he's just been around for so long. Anyway, Pichu's in the game, potentially anyway, because obviously Pikachu's in it. There wasn't any breeding in Legends Arceus, so there might not be any breeding in Pokemon Legends ZA, but you'd still expect to see Pichu in the game. Espeon and Umbreon return. This person's also put Unknown returning as well. I don't know if Unknown was seen in the trailer or they're just basing that off the fact that, like, Unknown was popping up all over that Pokemon Presents. I expect it to be in Legends ZA. They, of course, were in Pokemon Legends Arceus, but I think that's, like, not super confirmed unless it was seen in the trailer. I don't remember seeing it in the trailer. It might have been, to be fair. There was a Pokemon like floating up at the top which I couldn't like kind of recognize. That might have been unknown, but anyway, it might be in the game regardless. Steelix also makes an appearance. We have Barbroach and Whiscash. I didn't see them at all in the trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA. Another couple of Pokemon that would have been on like the ocean floor or something, or the lake floor. Not even an ocean floor, because remember this all takes place in Lumiose City, so yeah, they would have been seen in the lake. Absol is another Pokemon that returns. We also have Hippopotas and Hippowdon. We have Leafeon and Glaceon. We have Sandile, Krokorok, and Krookodile. We have Emolga. So a couple of Gen 5 Pokemon as well. Obviously a lot of Generation 1 Pokemon. Not as many Gen 2 Pokemon. There's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. Not many Gen 3 Mons at all either. But there's quite a few Gen 5 Mons. Yeah, so we have Fletchling, Fletchinder, and Talonflame as well. We have Litleo, Pyroar, and then also Flabebe, Floette, Florges, Skidoo, Go-Go, Furfrou. I'm still expecting to see another Furfrou form as well. And remember, this is the first time in like 7 or 8 years that Furfrou is going to be available on the Switch, apart from like Pokemon Home. Can't believe it. Absolute scenes for Furfro. Finally made it. And then we also have Honedge, Doublade, Aegislash, Sylveon, Hawlucha, and Klefki. So those are all of the pretty much confirmed returning Pokemon for Pokemon Legends ZA. And again, a handful of these Mega Evolutions, like Mega Evolutions, I could see Dragonite getting one, I could see Crocodile getting one. I could also see, and I want to talk about this in like a future video, but I could generally also see us getting a new evolution in this game. Like Sylveon, obviously its appearance was in Pokemon X and Y. It's the first time we've had an evolution just show up on its own. And I think it'd be really, really cool if we went back to X and Y in obviously Kalos, and this time we get a new evolution, and it is a Dragon evolution, or a Steel evolution, or a Poison evolution, or something like that, just to kind of finish off the evolution, like, because they're always one that's good against the other, you know, with like Umbreon being good against Espeon, Glaceon being good against Leafeon, etc. I can't see it, but I would love to be able to see a new evolution in X and Y. I mean, I think it's the good enough region to do it in, but either way, those are all of the confirmed Pokemon from yesterday's trailer. Again, there might be a couple more that have just kind of like slipped through the cracks that may become more apparent as we get through the next few days and stuff, but I don't think we'll see a trailer for this game for a while, which is really unfortunate because we didn't really get any gameplay or anything. So either way, those are all of the confirmed returning Pokemon. Now, we also have some new data mines to go over as well, and it starts off with Riddlercoo. Now, of course, Riddlercoo's track record has been pretty bad, I'd say, over the last, like, few weeks or months or something, I'd say. Like, a lot of their hints were not pointing to a Kalos game. You know, they were saying stuff about Drayton being linked to the next Pokemon game. I don't know about you, but I don't think Drayton's going to be linked to Pokemon Legends ZA. Maybe he is, but highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. That is Generation 5 written all over it. He was posting hints about, like, so much Gen 5 stuff, Gen 2 stuff, etc, etc. Nothing about Kalos. So I'm still going to cover him on the channel, but I'm not going to say he's like a guaranteed leak or anything like that, because he's not. You know, he's not now. He has not gotten everything right. He is a... he's somewhat reliable. I'd say his like track record's as good as like a couple of the other kind of people that we do cover on the channel. I'd say Pyoro's at the top, and then maybe like Riddlercoo and a couple of others, but he's definitely not like 100% track record like he used to be. But anyway, he does say, answer revealed, the code name for the new game is I something 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 U. Reminder, there's not much info planned for this year though. So this is another reason why I don't think we're going to see another trailer for a while, because the game's coming out in 2025. Like, why would they show a trailer? Like, I could genuinely see the next trailer being showcased when the Nintendo Switch 2 is announced. And that might not be until, like, June or something, July. Because they may announce that with, like, Mario and Zelda or something like that. And they could also announce Legends ZA, especially if the Switch 2 is going to have Legends ZA on it. Then I expect them to also, like, maybe drop a trailer around that. Maybe we get one before, like, we are only in February. If the Switch 2 is getting announced in, like, June, July, then that's going to be, like, 3 months of just nothing. We'll still get, like, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet raids and stuff, but I don't think anybody's really that bothered about Scarlet and Violet at the moment, just simply because they are a massive, buggy mess. But either way, he's basically saying here that, you know, we're not going to get much information this year, but there is the code name of the game, but that has actually been data mined, as you can see, and the default name is Ikaku or Ikaku, but this was tweeted out by Centro League saying Pokemon Legends ZA codename confirmed as Ikaku. So I don't know the reason behind this. Like, all of these different kind of games and DLCs and stuff have code names, and we already have this one as well. So it is Ikaku or Ikaku, however you want to pronounce it, but I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it. But that is the code name data mined for Pokemon Legends ZA. Moving on, we also have a little bit of more information to go over about the new game. So we have Jean here saying the Japanese website actually gave out the accurate pronunciation of the name of the new game. So they call it this here. So this phrase pronounced is ZA. So please share and retweet this to let your friends and favorite content creators be aware of this fact. So apparently in Japanese it's called ZA. It's not called like ZA or ZA or anything. It's ZA. So that's obviously very, very interesting kind of going forward. I'm not going to be calling it ZA. Like, it's just easier to say like ZA or ZA or whatever. ZA, I think people will just keep like saying why you call it that and stuff. So I think it's just better off just to still call it Z. I mean, that's literally what it is on the logo and stuff, so it's just easier to kind of say and stuff. But either way, that is apparently how it's pronounced in like Japanese. Moving on, we of course have a new raid battle that has been announced yesterday for today. We do have Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard coming to raid battles, but they're doing it like periodically. So we have Venusaur first. So Cerebi here tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, the latest Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Terra Raid Battle event is now live. Venusaur is in 7-star Terra Raid battles until Tuesday, March the 5th at 23:59 UTC. So that is next Tuesday. So I think they're in raid battles for a week. So that's kind of the next like 3 weeks just sorted. We've got Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard just in raid battles. However, though, they are very, very... They're very, very useful to do. So if we actually go to the Cerebi page here, you actually can get Herba Mystica from these raids. It's the first time where actual event Pokemon raids do contain Herba Mystica. So this Venusaur has Chlorophyll as the ability, has Earth Power, Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Amnesia, also has Sunny Day Growth and Petal Blizzard, obviously has the Mightiest Mark. It's a ground Terra type. These are the different things that it does with the different HP remaining. So Sunny Day Growth, Sunny Day Petal Blizzard, yada, yada, yada. But this, like I say, absolute gold mine if you want to... If this is easily soloable, which I'm assuming it is, you can get Herba Mystica. And it's a decent chance as well. So obviously you get your normal candy, ability capsules, yada, 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 your ability patch. But you have a 3% chance in every raid of getting a sweet Herba Mystica, a salty Herba Mystica, sour, bitter, and spicy. So... like I say, if you're trying to get Herba Mystica, these raids are definitely worth doing because you can just get so much Herba Mystica from it. And they're here for a week, and I'm assuming Blastoise and Charizard are going to have the same kind of drop rates. So that's 3 weeks of not boosted Herba raids, but raids that are going to be popping up everywhere that have Herba Mystica in it as a potential drop. So yeah, this is massive. Like this is going to start getting people to play Scarlet and Violet again, in all fairness, especially if you can solo it. Because you can just, like I say, grind this Herba Mystica. Like, this is the easiest way to get it, 100%, because these are going to be popping up all over the place. So, yeah, very, very cool kind of raid rewards there for the Venusaur. And finishing things off, we do have a new rumor to go over about the alleged 3D Super Mario game. It has a huge surprise, apparently, a leak reveal. So this was posted on the 26th of January. I'm only just getting around to it because, like I say, there's been a lot of Pokemon stuff happening this month. But either way, a new 3D Super Mario game has a huge surprise leak reveals. 2024 is going to be a great year for Mario and Nintendo fans. So this was obviously posted before the kind of information about the Switch 2 being postponed. Again, all of the games and stuff I'm assuming is still being made. They've just been postponed so they have a better roster when the Switch 2 drops. So this should still be applicable, but obviously it is a rumor at the end of the day. Take it with a grain of salt. But either way, a new rumor about the next 3D Mario game rumored to release this year. Again, not this year anymore, next year. Alongside the Nintendo Switch 2, has potentially leaked a major surprise Nintendo has in store with the latest release in the long-running series. So this week, we relayed word that the game's world is supposedly 4 times larger than all of Super Mario Odyssey's environments combined. So this is the 3D Mario game that they're talking about here. And I know that we're a Pokemon channel, but this is a big Mario game for the Nintendo Switch 2. So I know a lot of people do want to hear about it. So yeah, basically the idea is that we are getting a open world Super Mario game, and it's going to have a 4 times larger kind of environment than Super Mario Odyssey. So obviously a huge Mario game. This is major news if true, but it's not going to get old school fans excited. What will though is the fact a certain character is apparently in the game. So according to a rumor making the rounds, Luigi, Peach, Captain Toad, and Pauline will all make an appearance in the game. What capacity these appearances are remains to be seen. That said, these 4 characters stopping by isn't that noteworthy. What is though is that Donkey Kong will be in the game, and it sounds like it will be in a significant way, that there's no word if he will be playable, a boss, or just reoccurring character. What is seemingly clear is that it's not just a brief cameo. Obviously, if this is true, this already differentiates it from recent 3D Mario games. I mean, like, I remember, like, Super Mario 64 on the DS, you could literally play as Yoshi, Luigi. You might have been able to play a couple of others as well when they remade that game for the DS. So it might be a similar situation where we get a big open world Mario game and you can actually play as these other Mario characters in this, you know, Mario world. So you can play as Luigi, Peach, Captain Toad, Pauline, Donkey Kong, Yoshi, etc, etc. Is it true though? Well, as the rumor points out, Nintendo has been coupling the two characters back together quite a bit after separating them for a while. Whether it's the Lego sets, the upcoming remake of Mario vs. Donkey Kong, again, that's already out. This was posted at the end of January, just making that clear. The movie, or even the theme park promotions, Mario and Donkey Kong have been reunited fully lately, so it makes sense this would continue with the next 3D Mario game. Again though, is any of this true? Well, the information comes from the way of an anonymous source that goes by Zippo. Now again, Zippo has been pretty wrong in the past. He did say that there was going to be 2 Pokemon games coming out this year. We got none. So again, there's always the chance that, you know, Pokemon have just got like another game that they're just kind of hiding back that they aren't dropping yet. That's just like so hopeful though, and it's obviously probably not going to happen, but there is always the chance that maybe they just drop something. Like, again, as I said in yesterday's video and stream, like, they should have just done GBA ports this year. It's very easy for them to just emulate it on the Switch. I don't know why they've not done it. That would have kept people busy, especially if it was like Gen 1, 2, and 3. Would have kept people busy all this year, and then Legends ZA comes out in hopefully like early 2025. It might not be till November 2025. Like, especially if it's the first game for the Switch 2 of Pokemon, then yeah, it might not even come out till like late 2025. So we may not get another Pokemon game for like over a year and a half. Hopefully that's not the situation. You know, Legends Arceus came out in January, so I'm expecting this to also come out in January, but I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's just a shame that they didn't do GBA ports this year, or even like a spin-off. Like, they could have easily got a different company like Ilka just to do something. Like, I don't know why they didn't, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. In the past, they've proven themselves reliable, but they've also been off the mark in the past as well. In other words, take this information with a grain of salt. And then as for the Nintendo, it has not been drawn out for comment, but we do not expect this to change, as it almost never comments on rumors and speculation. If it books expectation though, and does provide any type of content, we'll obviously update you and stuff. So yeah, maybe the next 3D Mario game is going to have all these characters and stuff. We'll have to wait and see. But this is what I mean. This is why the Switch 2 has been delayed. You know, they are making sure that these big blockbuster games, like these AAA games, are ready for the Switch 2. And, you know, Pokemon Legends ZA might not seem like much from the get-go because we can only take part in Lumiose City, but, you know, there's no kind of argument against maybe that we're in 2 different time periods. Maybe we're in a futuristic Lumiose City, but we're also in a Lumiose City from the past and stuff. So there's all these things that can also happen. Like, just because it takes place in one city, there could just literally be different biomes in that city. So yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, the first Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch was Pokémon, and then it was Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. You know, this one could be Legends ZA. And again, if we don't get a game this year, and obviously we get Legends ZA next year, I don't know what they would announce next year on Pokemon Day if Legends ZA comes out in January, because then Pokemon Day is February. So maybe it comes out in like March 2025, and they talk about that more at Pokemon Day. And then obviously in 2026, it's just completely sorted for Gen 10. But we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, though, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. It does really help out. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment. Did you see any other Pokemon in the trailer yesterday, or are these the only ones that have been seen so far? Again, people have been scouring this trailer, and these are the ones that people have seen. So let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know your thoughts on the data mines. Also, let me know your thoughts on the raid battle and stuff like that, and the 3D Mario situation as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. And until next time, peace.